We're cheersing, y'all. This is a day of celebration. We are celebrating the fact that we have some amazing news that we have been super excited to tell you about, but it's been like a process. And so it's finally here, the day that we are able to share with y'all. I dropped some hints before, and we will insert the picture where on the screen you will see that there is, on the computer, there is something that says something about recipes. On my phone, if you zoom in, there is The Office playing, and I just so happen to be eating a bowl of chili.
What does chili have to do with The Office?
Everybody knows the Kevin scene with the chili, right? Right. Okay, so Brian Baumgartner just announced his new chili cookbook. It's called Seriously Good Chili, and it's featuring recipes from him and the infamous one from the show. It is also featuring chefs, chili cook-off winners. It's 177 recipes. It was supposed to be 100. It's 177 recipes. And guess what? We are 4 of those recipes. We are in the new Brian Baumgartner's Office chili cookbook.
Yep.
It's a mouthful of things to say. So let's talk about The Office and what it means to me, which I'm sure this is like the same story that like every fan has. I really just used that show as like the background of my life. It was literally always on. Like, Ryan, tell them. It was always on.
It was, yeah.
I use comedy and like lighthearted things as like a way to sort of just like relax and chill and take my stress down. And so that was the show. It was always on. It always has been on. I'm obsessed. A lot of my really close friends are too. So we would always like quote things to each other, and it was just a good time. So I'd watched it through a lot of like really crazy, intense, hard times in life and a lot of fun times, but it's just literally been on nonstop in the background of my entire life for like 10 years. I don't know. So it's just been one of those fun things that I just loved. And never in my life would I think that these two worlds would collide. Besides just living in Los Angeles and seeing all the people all the time, I never would have thought in a million years, like, what the heck? How would cooking and my love of The Office ever go together? But, you know, God has a plan. And it's just crazy. It's always crazy. Like you could be like, oh, that's coincidence or something, but I just don't believe that. And I prayed for, let me collect myself. Oh, so stupid. Just give me a sec. Let me just use my kitchen towel. I just like, I don't know, prayed for whatever we're supposed to do next in life. That's kind of like the routine of what we do. And so when I was praying about like, oh, how can we reach more people, do whatever. It was like, well, I kind of felt like we were supposed to do online classes and do all the things that we're doing now. And God just comes up with the craziest stuff. And he's like, here's this cool thing you can do that you would have never thought of, which I would have never thought of this. So, yeah, we were just doing our normal thing. I got this email from someone and it was in our inbox and it was like, hey, this celebrity is wanting to do a cookbook and they're wondering if people would be interested in like submitting recipes or something. And I was like, ugh. My first initial response, which is so terrible, I was kind of like turned off a little bit right at first, but I was like, you know what? Take a minute, think about it. Like, you don't know what it is. You have no idea. So I responded, I was like, yeah, sure, send us some information. Like, I'm interested, why not? And then they sent back and they said, let me read some emails to you guys. It said, hi, name, blah, blah, blah. I'm the PR manager with Fox Chapel News Publishing. They're proud to announce that they'll be publishing a chili cookbook with Brian Baumgartner, best known for his role as Kevin Malone from The Office. And the book is gonna be called Seriously Good Chili Cookbook. It comes out next year, which is now coming out in September. They're currently helping Brian look for recipes that he will review for the book. Thought I'd reach out to you since your work looks amazing. Please check out our website, blah, blah. Which I was like, what? Like, I ran in here to Ryan and I was like, what? This is crazy. I was like, do you remember that email that we got? I was like, this is the project. And my mind was like blown. I was like, oh my gosh, we have to do this. This is like, literally, this is from God. There's no other way. Like, how? This is crazy. So we responded back, of course. We were like, yes, of course, like tell us what we need to do. And so we ended up submitting 5 different recipes. They have a lot of different categories on there. And so we just took our most popular ones that we had and we submitted those, which was great because they were in kind of the subcategories, not the most like, you know, all the beef. So it was really cool. We have some amazing ones in there. And then, yeah, they emailed us later on and said that we were selected and that they chose 4 of the 5 that we submitted. And that was super exciting. That was like a whole nother time when we were like, wow, it's amazing. And then the process began of testing everything, taking all the photos, and then they asked later on if we had videos of them. We were like, oh my gosh, well, I was like, we don't, but we do this for a living. We do, you know, we video all of our recipes. So I was like, if you need that content, we'll create it. So we, of course, then had to go back and make them all again and do the videos, demonstrations. If you have been on our YouTube page, you will have seen some sneak peeks of those. So it's been a project in the works for quite some time, and it's really exciting, and we are now, it's finally, we can tell everyone about it because they're now able to like promote the book and everything. So it's super duper exciting, and it's been a really long process, but it's gonna be awesome. So if you see on any of, like The Office Ladies has talked about the book, Brian Baumgartner has talked about the book, I think a couple other of the cast members are talking about it because it's coming out in September, and we're really excited to be featured in it and be a part of the project, and we hope that you guys buy it and that you like it. And there's gonna be a really cool QR code that you can like go on a recipe and like scan it, and it'll take you to the YouTube video so you can watch us show you how to make it so you can make it too. Lastly, we are putting together our own digital version of the cookbook that's just our recipes. It will be about 7 recipes, and it's all of the ones that are in that book, plus all of our other ones that have longer cook times and that are a little bit more serious. So that'll be really cool. You'll be able to, we'll keep you up to date with that of when that's coming out and how you can purchase that. It'll be a digital version, so it'll just come to your email immediately, which is really fun. So, but I encourage you to buy this book, and if you know us, we'll sign it for you because we're cool. We'll put lots of XOs in it. I don't know. So look out for Brian Baumgartner's new book, Seriously Good Chili, and look for your 2 favorite chefs and our awesome chili recipes that are in it. Cheers.
So we're really excited, and I'm really proud of Mara for taking this project on and doing a really great job.
I did do most of the work.
She did a lot of work. So look out for that cookbook because we're in it and we're really excited and we feel really blessed for the opportunity.
Absolutely.
So look out for that cookbook. It's going to be a good one.